Hello everyone and welcome to this safe space. I'm your counseling psychologist on training, Maswanjiru, and today we are having an episode about sleep. The sleep disturbance. And first of all, let me introduce this by saying there is insomnia. This is a sleep disorder. And before going further, what can make you discover that you are having a sleep disturbance? This is when you have 3 consecutive nights without sleeping in a week, and this progresses to another month. It goes to another month. So let us discuss the reasons that one might have the sleep disturbance. This is one of the reasons is underlying health condition. Maybe one is having pain at night, can't sleep, or maybe they are going through medication. This medication, they are not giving them sleep totally. And another thing is stress and anxiety. When one is stressed, they doesn't have peace of mind. This might lead to them not sleeping. And another thing is sleep or poor sleep habits. This is when we use our phones, use our laptop, even very late at night. We go for clubbing until 3. This interferes with the cycle of sleep. And another thing is the lifestyle. The lifestyle, some people are working overnight. This interferes with their cycle of sleep. And it will be so unfair if I continue with this episode without telling you about the rapid eye movement and non-rapid eye movement. So the rapid eye movement, this happens 90 to 10 minutes in every sleep. And most of the time it happens the first 10 minutes when one falls asleep. This is when you find your heart rate is very high, your blood level is high, the blood pressure is high, and even the breathing is high. The breathing rate is very high, and at that point your muscles are temporarily paralyzed. They are paralyzed so that at least you can't move at night, you can't do things at night, and you are sleeping. And another thing, this is when you have vivid dreaming. You are having dreams at that point. And then when you move from that stage, you go to non-rapid eye movement. At this stage, someone is totally asleep. They are totally in deep sleep. So what will you do if you are having the sleep disturbance or you are lacking sleep? What will you do? This is one of the things that you'll do. At least in every day, have expose yourself to some natural light. This is when you wake up, go have some 30 minutes outside. At least this is exposing yourself at some light, natural light. This helps your cardiac rhythm to continue. What is cardiac rhythm? This cardiac rhythm is the sleep and awake, the cycle of sleep and awake. At least it will be active. It knows when to sleep, when to be awake. And another thing is us to avoid caffeine during the night or evening hours when you are about to go to sleep. And also avoid alcohol, because alcohol is used by many people for them to sleep. But when the level of alcohol in your blood reduces, also your sleep goes. You come back to be awake. And another thing is us to have to make the environment where we are sleeping to be so conducive for sleep. This is when you are advised to have some nice pillows, have some nice bed sheets and blankets, and also have some curtains that are a bit dark, so that at least the light, if you are living in an apartment and the light is all over at night, you won't receive those lights at your bedroom. You have a nice sleep. And another thing is to have some exercise. Do some exercise during the day. At least your body will be tired when you go back to sleep. And another thing is for those people who like to have some sleep at daytime, you can reduce those snaps to be very short, and maybe to be very early. Don't go to have your nap at 5 and then you take your nap for 2 hours or 1 hour. At least the nap should for 20 to 30 minutes, and at least be a bit early before the night your sleeping time to come. Then the big sleep. So at least reduce your naps to be short and very early. And another thing is has to have some small exercise, some small habits. At least when you go to sleep, you can read a book. At least you can do some small exercise. At least you can listen to a soft music. This will carry you away and you fall asleep. And another thing is, as when you are in bed, you are not sleeping, you are about 60 minutes in bed, you are not sleeping. Don't continue forcing yourself to sleep. Wake, do something, then you return back to sleep. At least do some journaling, at least your body to be awake, then you go and try to sleep again. Don't force yourself to sleep, and that will be helpful to you. And also have some good habits for you. Before going to bed, have some warm shower, have something warm, so that at least this can help you to sleep more. And have some massage to your body, at least this will help you to sleep. And another thing is as to have some, you can do this breathing activity. This is a relaxation technique. When you go to sleep, you lie flat on the bed facing up, then you hold your tummy and your another hand in your heart, and then you try to breathe. You breathe, you hold your, you breathe in using your nose. You breathe for 4 seconds. You count for yourself, 1 2 3 4, and then you hold the breath for 7 seconds. Then after holding for 7 seconds, you release the air. You breathe out using your mouth for 8 seconds. So you count when 1 2 3 as you release the air outside. And after trying all those things and you don't find that help, look for a psychiatrist, look for a counseling psychologist, so that at least they can diagnose and know what you're going through. Thank you so much. Let us meet on our next episode.